Hey guys. It's been quite some time since I've done an update on my crazy CRPS stuff. I don't even remember the last time and what information I actually put in here, but I thought I better do something just in case. So I there's there's a little bit of change with the pain and the pressure. It's actually worse. I'm not exactly sure why. I am exercising it and I'm doing all the things that I'm supposed to through physio. Still doing all the mind exercises, the mirror imaging, just all the stuff that we've been doing for the last year. Every time we add a different exercise, I think that's kind of what irritates it a little bit. So I have to make sure I don't overdo it, which sometimes I'm not that great at because I feel like I'm not doing enough. So I sometimes do push it and probably shouldn't. But I'm not sure why there's a lot more pressure that's kind of developed. It feels, the best way to describe it is it feels like my leg is turning to stone. It's the worst of it has always been behind the knee and it goes down the calf a bit and up the thigh. That's spreading in both directions, like the tightness, the heaviness, the pressure, the feeling like things are just turning into stone is spreading. And it's also spreading to the front of the knee, kind of the whole knee, which is kind of weird. I don't know, I'm not sure. I'm still getting all a bunch of tests done from the doctor from Calgary is doing. Unfortunately, there's a lot of wait for these. I've had a couple x-rays, I've had a couple ultrasounds. They're all looking for different things. I had nerve testing done, which was, oh my God, extremely painful. Extremely painful. That was something. The weird thing with that was during the exam, he had a student in there and they were talking and during part of the exam they were kept on saying that they thought the machine was broken and he's like, I don't know what's going on. They were kind of talking together and they kept on saying, well, maybe the machine's broken, maybe it needs to be turned off and turned back on, that kind of stuff. And then he decided to test my left leg in the same area and the machine wasn't broken. So they tried that a few times. They did a whole bunch of stuff. Anyways, at the end, apparently, I was so glad that the test was over. I actually laying there, I had my eyes closed, and I did have some tears go down the sides. It was that painful, and I was holding my breath, and I was trying to breathe, and I had my hands kind of stuck together, and I swear I could have broke my fingers. Oh my God, it was something else. But they did it, and at the end, I was actually going to ask about the whole what's not working, what was wrong with the machine or what was going on. But I was so glad that it was over that I completely forgot to say anything. I was just glad it was done. He did mention at that time that the main nerves, the big nerves or whatever, seemed to be fine. But he didn't really say it too much else. He did tell me to call my MP to tell him that I had to go to Calgary to get an appointment, and that that's a problem because I shouldn't be going to Calgary. I should be getting all this stuff done here. Anyways, that was kind of because he just wanted to know why I was getting all this. The referral was from a doctor in Calgary, so I told him. But then the information came back. I had the report on my health thing, and it does say that the normal nerves were fine. However, 4 out of the 5 muscles were not. I haven't talked to the doctor about that yet, so I'm not exactly sure what all that means. I do have a call appointment with him in March, so hopefully he will tell me that. I have my upper body scans coming up to make sure the cancer didn't move anywhere. That's coming up in March. And then a follow-up with my oncologist after that. And then I have a another ultrasound in June or July. I can't remember, one of those two. It's a specialty kind of ultrasound. I'm not exactly sure what that one entails, but there's only 3 clinics in Edmonton that do them. Only 3 techs that are able to do them. That's why the wait is that long. So that's in June or July. I also have an MRI in June or July. Can't remember exactly, but it's one of those that is in Calgary. I'm not exactly sure why it's in Calgary. All the other things that he's been referring me to have been in Edmonton. So, and I keep meaning to phone and find out if we can have it moved to Calgary, unless it's something that they can't do here. I'm not sure, so I was going to find out and do that. So, that feeling like driving to Calgary for an MRI, but if that's the only option, then I guess that's the only option. Sleep's still shitty. There's no rhyme or reason to the leg doing the crazy things, but I know that if the night wasn't good, the day isn't going to be great. And then if the day wasn't great with the leg, then the night's not that great, which is constant. I get maybe anywhere from 2 to 4 hours very interrupted sleep a night. Sometimes I'm up all night tossing and moving and adjusting and trying to put the leg somewhere because I can't get comfortable, and I usually fall asleep by maybe 6 or 7 and I'm up within 2 hours. So not fun. Exhausting. It's still exhausting. But it is what it is, I guess, for now. I did notice, I think I spoke about this before, but there's a clinic in Italy that is a CRPS clinic, and they've got really high success rates for helping with pain. There's no cure, obviously, for CRPS, but whatever they're using there, I can't remember the name of the medication, but it's got like a 95% success rate. I just saw recently that there was an article that the USA, something in the US, is actually going to be doing research and testing on this drug. So that might be a good thing. Now we just need Canada to get on board with that, because we definitely need more and better. And I keep saying that I wish some of these doctors, because they just don't listen, or they really don't understand, but I wish some of these doctors could actually live with this for at least a day to kind of know where we're coming from with this. All the Facebook groups that I've joined that are CRPS, there is so much on there, so many people that are struggling, so many people that can't find a doctor that will actually listen or help. It's sad. It's actually really sad how it's very not much known, and people don't actually have the answers, because there's not a lot of that. But so I just wanted to kind of mention all that, obviously just for recording for myself, but anyways, that's kind of what's been going on. I'm looking forward to summer. I can't wait for summer. For some reason this winter has been really aggravating on this, like more than it was before. So I don't know if it's just because the level it's at or what, but this winter has been pretty crappy for it. So I am so much looking forward to summer and being able to do all the exercises in the pool, because they're a lot easier to do. But yeah, still exercising quite a few times a day in small sections, because can't overdo it. Yeah, still trying to fight this beast, learning as much about it as I can so that I can fight it. Anyway, that's about it. Thanks.